Woo child. Ross, Sanya's husband, said what he said. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show. What up, y'all? Thanks for tuning in. This is Ray all day. And you can also catch me on IG. The name is a little backwards, little at all day Ray. Yet and still. It's me. It's me. Child, Ross ain't playing. Did you cheat? Did you peep? Did you peep? Ross ain't playing about Sanya, baby. Sanya got that wop and he ain't ready to lose it. Oh no, baby. Mm-mm. Ross ain't playing about Sanya. Period. That's it. That's it. Ain't none of y'all had that. Well, wait a minute. Who has stood up for their wife on Atlanta to other Peter? No, he just got called a bitch. Okay, what's his name? Todd just did. Uh, who has? Now, rest in peace to Greg. Oh, I just got right into it. I didn't even say thank you for tuning in. I didn't say bienvenidos. That's Spanish for that's welcome. I hope I'm saying it right. For all the Spanish speakers out there, native and not. Like me, I'm not native Spanish speaking, but pequeño español hablando también, a little something. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you, and I hope you like, comment, and subscribe. They always tell us to say that, but it's like who don't know that? But I still got to say it anyway. I hope you like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you. And when you subscribe, if you didn't know, it's a black bell and a white bell. The black bell lets you know everything I put out, whether it's a housewife, maybe it's a medicine wife, or maybe it ain't no wife. Because I know Equalizer's coming back. I'll be hitting that up again. I love me some Queen Latifah ever since whatever her first hit was. I can't recall, with the hairdo and the afros, all that. Ain't even when she got caught up a little bit, trying to hide her how did I call it? Trying to hide her innocence from the world. Y'all leave Queen alone. Yeah, we all picked fun. It was all, ooh, she on the boat. Ooh. I wish that could have lasted, as a matter of fact. Her and Jeanette Jenkins were, that was a cute little couple. I wonder if it got something to do with working out. Like I'm all in their business. Ain't got nothing to do with RHOA. Look, off on a damn tangent. Come back. Anyway, we just gonna keep going with RHOA. And this is season 14, episodes 15 and 16. We're going to combine these two, child, because my notes say we got to. I got notes. And my notes say we got to combine these two episodes, child. We just got to combine them. Like I said in the beginning. Hello? Like I said in the beginning. Ross ain't playing about saying it. He done told y'all heifers, especially Kenyon, don't be with my wife. Now, dag nabbit, no, he was not aggressive, Kenya. Just because you ain't got nobody to do for you how Ross is doing for Sanya does not mean he is aggressive with you. No, he just lets you know, don't F with my wife. He didn't do nothing else but say that. Girl, playing too much, and we know we can't be playing like that. This man is iconic. This man is in the history books as she should know better. Yeah, Kenya Moore, Kenya Summer Moore, if that's your middle name, for real, for real. Listen, stop projecting. Stop making people feel like they wrong because ain't nobody doing that for you. Don't do that. Just deal with your ish. The fact that you the single one of the group, not by choice, because Marlo is single by choice. And what's her name? Old, Cold, and Nothing Sold is single by choice. Child, by actually, Old, Cold, and Nothing Sold is single by default. How's she the elder of the group and making decisions like this? Ain't you supposed to have some wisdom by the time you hit that age? Now, I know, thoughts is thoughts. And listen, we've seen her ex-husband. Ain't no way. Just from his just from listening to his conversation, there is no way Old, Cold, and Nothing Sold was fiending over that. And we all know you got you always have at least 2 babies by the rich man, so you can be the rich woman. Everybody know you got to have at least 2 because one ain't gonna cut it. Oh, I'm off on another tangent, huh? Another tangent, huh? Child, like I said, Ross ain't said nothing wrong, period. Now, Old, Cold, and Nothing Sold got a show doing about 5 weeks from. Now, we way past 5 weeks in real time from this show and ain't heard nothing, ain't seen nothing. Ain't now I know good and well all of that ain't being held just because of a TV show's outline and when they want to put stuff out. Because it ain't, I'm sure it ain't just her money invested, and people need to see a return on that investment. And I don't think, well, listen, I could be totally wrong, people. I could be totally wrong. I don't think I am, but I could be totally wrong here. And child, what's next on what is next on my notes? Woo, here we go again. Old, Cold, and Nothing Sold is visiting Sanya at work. Child, just talking mess, shooting ish, talking mess. Child. Anyway, we go to Marlo. She downstairs letting everybody know she gonna be their temporary tour guide. And Sanya made it a point to address folks, before she got her work with iFit going. So, people will feel more comfortable with how things are flowing, in the moment. Girl, Bob, everybody, folks is 50. Everybody, who there ain't 50? A dang near almost at 40 and 50 club. And you mean tell me folks need to be babysat? Can you, if you don't stop, anyway. But okay, there was a conversation, right? that Monietta had with Marlo. I thought it was really, real good how Marlo was trying to egg Monietta on to say something against, to say something that would be against Candy. And Monietta's like, no, I'm just going to, not answer in that fashion and make sure that she backs Candy up. At the same time, does not offer her opinion because that puts her in it. If she would, she just stated the facts to Marlo. See, she's smarter than Marlo. Marlow. Child, please. I wish a mofo would. Ooh, I wish a mofo would. Anyway, Kenya don't like. Child, Kenya don't like her. Don't like Marlo. Celia says Kenya don't like Marlo. She ain't with it. It ain't going down. I'm like, oh wow, Celia starting stuff. Next we have oh child, my eyes. So next we have them being outside and they're eating, having a good time. Sanya and Sheree, well, old, cold, nothing so, child. They still out and about, but at that time they meet up with her. So they're all having lunch, waiting on Sanya to come. And they notice some droppings. Look up, it's some birds. Just, I guess they ate already, okay? And don't nothing hold up in them. They come right on out, child. So everybody don't get up, which is surprising. I guess they don't mind all that wildlife excrement. I wish I would. Yeah, that wasn't. So some got on, folks. They didn't care. Now, it all depends on how much, of course. If it's just goo gob and it's like, oh, wait a minute. If I can't get it flicked off, like it's a flicker of bird feces on me, and even then, I need to clean this with something, even though it's a speck, because bird feces is like toxic in some cases. Anywho, I just can't sit there like I'm like almost like Marlo. I ain't that dramatic, but yeah, all that sitting down up under some birds trying to eat and carrying on. I don't think so. But Candy held on to her plate, child. She didn't let go of that plate. I mean, damn, Candy, it's bird. Well, shut up, Rachel. What I'm about to say. No, I'm gonna say it. Maybe she just used to that living out there in Georgia. Just out there in the element, because it's a lot of element in ATL, child. Ooh, it's nothing but element. We're like specks in the element. So I can imagine what she's used to. No shade. It's just some people are used to certain things. Like, it all depends on people and what they've been through and how they choose to live their life. No shade. If she don't mind little bird dookie, that's fine. But for me, it's not fine. And I ain't making no stink about it. All I know is it was just awkward to see people being that comfortable eating around bird dookie. Falling. Hello. What my notes, child? My notes. Ooh. So yeah, around that time was when Monietta had that talk with Marlo. Marlo was trying to aid and abet Monietta. Monietta was like, gonna let you know what Candy is with all this and how y'all can fix it. Not what I think, boo. Because here come Marlo. Well, Monietta thinks you wrong because that's the first thing she gonna say. Maybe the second thing after she insults Todd again. Child, what does my notes say? What does my notes? So they go to the pool and suggested by Marlo, and then Candy, Todd, and the third wheel go over to the VIP pool, section. I think they deemed it the VIP section, just some nice canopy, situation. Anywho, why is old Cold Nothing So still co-signing Marlo? Just still co-signing. Ugh. Anywho, so they go rafting on the lazy river. Some folks is disappointed, like Todd. He was thinking it was some white rider rafting like they in Colorado, child. What fast river situation they got going on anywhere in Jamaica? Somebody tell me. Maybe I'm the one that's ignorant, but I ain't never seen nothing advertised in all my years of looking up vacation spots for Jamaica. I ain't ever seen. And I mean, I be looking because, I don't vacation cheap. I ain't no rich heifer. Like, anywho, but I don't vacation cheap. Yet and still, I had never been to Jamaica. That's why I be looking so hard. I ain't found there. What's that whitewater raft and stuff like in Colorado, in Jamaica. So Todd, what's up? Let me know where it's at, since you know. What's my notes say, child? Yeah, so more lazy river, and they're talking and more bull about Ross and how aggressive he was, as Kenya said it. But at least, old Cold Nothing Sold is defending Ross, not trying to upset Kenya at the same time. Girl, I wish somebody would. But yeah, they go rafting and they're having a good time. They're relaxing, especially Candy and Todd, with all the hustle and bustle they got. They even do a business on the raft, child. Everybody got, everybody popping bottles. It's like romantic and chillified for those who are not in a romantic mood. Already Monietta and her husband Heath is popping bottles. You ain't heard them talk not once, but open this, I think. So I don't blame them. Ain't nothing. If we can do it right now on this raft, we could. That's the vibe that they were giving. How cute. Who else was on there? Ross was busy doing his film and stuff, so it was Sam's turn to hang out with everybody. Who else was there? Kenya was, bad mouthing everything to Sheree. Who else was there? Drew and her ankle wasn't there, nor was Ralph, because he got to babysit the ankle. I think that's it. Marlo, she was there. Who was she with? Was she with Sanya? I forget. Anywho, they had a great time. I'm glad. What's next on my notes? Oh, so they had dinner, child. I think this is when, I said all out of order about Ross. However, no, I didn't. This is a whole new situation, child. Okay. Now I know what I'm talking about. Candy and Marlo. They wore the same damn tie, different color to dinner. It was the last dinner and it's supposed to be in Jamaican colors, and for the most part they had a great time, but Sanya could not get her words together. Why couldn't she read Kenya for filth? Why Kenya had to embarrass her like that? Why? Listen, I understand the heat of the moment. You may forget your thought, but damn, don't just give up. You're a prize fighter, girl. You out there running with no shoes on and breaking records and stuff. Girl, you can't read a heifer? I guess. I guess she couldn't recall all the times Kenya messed up. Just that once that was pretty much resolved, as Kenya explained. Woo, child. But Kenya did kind of call her a weak bitch and said she ain't down with all that. So it's going to be some proving to Kenya, apparently, that Saya must do. Ain't that nothing? Ain't that nothing? So, anywho, at the closing of episode 15, apparently Candy and Marlo kind of made up because Candy wanted this famous chicken, KFC, child, that is apparently way better in Jamaica than it is in the States or anywhere else in the world that it is sold. And Candy heard about it. And when Candy hear about food situations, Candy gonna eat her greedy ass. Anywho, she don't get enough to get on that lipo stuff, girl. All right. Yeah, so they kind of bond at the airport. Marlo got her chicken, waving it at Candy. Candy smell it. Next thing you know, to tie that bind, child. Ain't that nothing? Now, they didn't forgive and forget. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, Heifer. They just, truced it up, like the truce and 9 deuce out here in Cali. Child. But wait, there's more. We into episode 16, child. We into episode 16. Episode 16. Child, wait a minute. So now we see Ace is acting like his mama, but his hair ain't combed. Now, wait a doggone minute. Why Candy hair all pressed to death and edges laid to the gods through kaleidoscope, but he looking like them braids was done last week and he don't never wear a cap on. And it looked dry. Now, this is parenting because we know he can't do it. So whoever is lacing Candy down I'm disappointed because I never, ever think it's cool that the mama cute and, with all her fit outs and carrying on, but the baby's looking like they on welfare. And it's usually the case when shut up, I ain't trying to offend nobody, but you know what I'm saying. When you see folks, you be like, what the? Usually, no matter what, the mama got the bonnet on and the baby hair done. Why ain't now Scruff look, no, he in there auditioning too? I guess it was like this, just a what's that called? A formality. Maybe that's what it was, y'all. That was a damn formality. He went in there, hair ain't combed. I'm probably sure he brushed 3 teeth. Not to say he don't brush his teeth. I'm just saying the lack shows that he got that part. Anywho, next, Marlo calls her sister and confirms the boys are coming back tomorrow or the next day or what have you. It's been a month. And Marlo was like, oh, how are they doing? They doing the same shit they was doing at Marlo house. So it was just a breather for Marlo's, what it seemed like, because I didn't get disciplinarian from her sister. Anywho, now she say a man living there. So I wonder what in the hell's going on. Why is the man allowing these 2 dick-growing boys with hair on their face, and hair other places? Why are they doing this? And it's a grown man there. Now, I don't want to hear about because he ain't their father and he can't discipline. No. He's the man of that, unless he ain't the man of the house. Am I reading into this? I'm just saying, something don't add up. But anywho, she playing with the sister, talking about, okay, I'll pick him up in another week or 2. And the sister's like, tomorrow by 5, whatever she was saying, child, that was cute. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure Marlo is going to continue with the family counseling and personal counseling and one-on-one for the boys, as she mentioned, which is necessary because their mom. And, it's stressful and the kids lash out. You know, the kids are pretty much, going through because of their mom and the maltreatment that they receive elsewhere. Mm. It ain't cute, but at the same time, I hope that they're getting what they need. So yeah, Drew had surgery, y'all. She had surgery on her Achilles, on the other leg. Production was trying to make it seem like she was faking. Anywho, production ain't shit. So yeah, surprisingly, Old Cold and Nothing Sold plus Sanya came over. I'm like, wait a minute, ain't they beefing? Wait a minute. I thought Sanya was close to Kenya and Candy. She felt a kindred. Yeah. She saw all those high subscribers and figured she needs to make a name for herself. That's what it seemed like to me. Yeah, I said it. What else could it be? Why are you over there? You on the wrong team, girl. Not to say she can't come visit. She got to film with folks. I know. I'm just saying. Seem a little fraudulent. Hashtag fraudulent. But I like Sanya. She tried to check what's her name? Check Kenya. Because she got the news from Old Cold and Nothing Sold that, her husband was being called something he's not. And saying heard up, wait, what? Let me call her right now. What she say? So she tried to check Kenya. Kenya sounded like she was asleep and not really coherent of things. It sounded like they had a little, maybe 5-minute conversation, but it didn't really pan out to be much. At the end, Sanya called her a bitch. I don't know if Kenya heard that, if she meant for Kenya to hear that, or did she hang up and say, you know how you hang up, bitch. Woo. Now, why was Drew so damn silent when she know the tea? I guess, she gonna blame it on anesthesia. But that food that they had looked good. And if you look closely, that's the same food. I think that they had leftovers because that was the same doggone food at the surprise party later on in the episode for Marlo and Kenya. Prove me wrong. I don't think I'm wrong at all about that. However, it was the same damn food. They may have taken off something, but I saw the same setup, same plate. But shout out to that team because they were even used on Married to Medicine, child. The same people. I wonder if they cook the same food. I'm gonna check that Married to Medicine out real quick, real thoracoscopically. So so I can see exactly what was being served by them heifers. Are they just going around serving the same damn food to everybody? Child, where was I with my notes? Because that was funny. Okay, so casting call. And Old Cold Nothing Sold got a little cheap casting call. She hired somebody from probably Craigslist. And of course, Kenya Coochie Crack Moore comes through to help solicit models. Off rip, it don't look like it's a casting call because of the positioning of folks. Kenya recognized that keeping an eye on the prize at all times is essential, but that person, Old Cold and Nothing Sold, had hired wasn't really doing the professional. But then Kenya Coochie Crack Moore found out about all the budgeting and the cutbacks, which explains why Kenya had to redirect and regroup and get things moving accordingly to how she's used to doing things, the right way, as she called it. And they had a little cute back and forth, and that was, pretty irritating. I hate stuff like that. Girl, say what you need to say and move on in life. All this back and forth, and you 60. Ooh, that's just not me, child. That's just not me. Where was I at with my notes? Back and forth. Yeah. Next, we got Ralph. He's doing a photo shoot for the cover of his book about parenting kids that ain't his. Drew's mama tried to get in his ass about not adopting Drew's son, Drew's firstborn. And he had to explain to her that he's given the bio dad another chance, and he's putting forth more effort. I think he's feeling kind of guilty. And at this point, now the screen showed the boy 10 years old. Now, I remember, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think I am, but I remember the boy saying he don't give a doggone about old daddy or first daddy or whatever nickname they call. The fact that you got to give him a nickname, if he just ain't daddy, that's a problem. Now, I don't have them problems. I've known my daddy since birth. I have always lived with him until I had mine and moved out. So, and he's always been in my life. He ain't never dipped. all of the bad stuff that does not exist in mine. So but at the same time, a lot of people have that problem with fatherhood. And I was, at first I was with Ralph, but now that I've thought about it, he can still be father or whatever he is, old daddy, bio daddy. But for all intents and purposes, Ralph is the boy's daddy, period. They don't meaning the school, the hospital, don't nobody know about bio dad. May have seen him, however. Ain't seen him. And at this age, it's so impressionable. I think he should go ahead and adopt him and still keep old boy in his life. However, but stop initiating stuff. Stop, trying to do for him. I think Ralph has a little guilty complex stepping into the shoes of a man that's already here. Well, getting locked up, sounded like the first issue. And the way Drew had things, it sounds like she was trying to, do for something similar to Ralph. I think that's where he's getting it from. And I really do think Ralph needs to go ahead and adopt him. Bio daddy, child, the fact that he got to have all these other names than daddy, like I said before, is good enough reason to go ahead and adopt Drew's first son and keep it pushing. If you want to be in his life, fine, but shit's changing. I don't know, but that's what I know. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. Marlo, and boys are reinforcing rules. They're back at the house, and she ordered pizza and chicken. I didn't see no vegetables, but okay. They could have had a salad. I'm sure they didn't. Ooh, child. Marlo and them boys reinforcing rules, and they appreciating what's gone. They appreciating having a clean bathroom. They appreciate having their own bed to sleep in, let alone their own room, child. They appreciate Marlo's life a lot more. However, I did sense some, tension. It could be editing, sometimes production ain't shit. But at the same damn time, they still need that counseling, like Marlo said. So big up to them. I don't want to be talking about nobody kids. Like I said, these boys got issues, and it's not just Marlo. So we're at that surprise birthday party I mentioned earlier. Child. Oh, cold nothing. So still is on the brink. She telling folks it's 5 days away, however many days away. Child. But why is she trying to skip out on the bill? So her and cold and nothing sold. Andrew went in halfsies, okay, like broke bitches do. Shout out to Kenya. So they went halvesies on this party, surprise birthday party for, like I mentioned, Kenya and Marlo. And Drew presents the invoice. Now, it was from Ralph's company. For all intents and purposes, if Ralph is trying to get a write-off on this shit, then he can't be double dipping collecting. So all this invoice, this and from the company and that, it better not be nothing else but somewhat fictitious and not going in any books anywhere. Because like I said, he can't be collecting her money for her half and then claiming it on some tax stuff for his business. Because then he'll be, see, all right, they watching. Them other letter focus watching. The authoritative legal letter folk is watching. And just from me saying it, listen, they all on these YouTubers. They all on us because of that $4 million debt that just happened. Judgment. Y'all, listen. I mean, they are getting folks through us. And it ain't our fault. It ain't like we, divulging. It's just when shit going on. Child, shut up. Where was I? Yeah, so old Cole and Nothing Soul is trying to get out of not paying Drew her half. It's like $1,300. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's way too much. $1,300 is way too much. Girl. $1,300 is probably what her utilities bill for the month. Just saying. I wish that, see, Drew's assistant wasn't lying all the way. He wasn't lying. What's his name? Peter or Cottontail? I don't know. Whatever his name was, child. He rest in peace to him. He ain't dead. I'm just saying his character is. But all I know is that food at the party is the same food that was served to Drew when she came home from surgery. That night that Sanya and old Cole Nothing Soul was talking to her. Yeah, I know what I saw. So yeah, they start arguing over mess, and then Drew asked her mama to pray over the food because everybody was like, you got on all this fashions and LV and Gucci and whatnot, but you can't afford $1,300. $1,306, I think, was the price tag. Really? Girl, okay. All right. That's what we doing? Kenya said the model call was disastrous. They clowning. old cold, nothing so, but they are supportive. They're like, listen, we're clowning, but we really want you to win. We really want you to do this, and we really want you to do it right. We really want you to have child. Y'all do, but it don't sound like she do. She don't buy Sheree. That's the she didn't. Shut up. What's next on my notes, child? What's next? Oh, Apollo showed up, child. Yeah, he look a little aged like cheese, but he still look good. You know, it looked like he flexing kind of hard. He grew up in a Bentley, a Benz, or a Rolls Royce or something. Child. Then he had a confessional, and why was he bashing his ex-wife on TV? See, see. Now I don't see a wedding ring, but somebody said he married that girl that was visiting him at the pokey, and she got a baby too. So they got like 3 kids all together. They don't have none. Uh, he didn't get her pregnant. I don't think she's had a baby by Apollo. However, yeah, he had a confessional bashing his ex-wife and bashed her again when he was having lunch with a old cold nothing so. Child, what's going on? Is he coming back? Is him and his new family coming back to the show? Talks is talking, streets is talking. We gonna find out. We gonna find out. But yeah, he was telling her about how dudes are in prison because he met up with Lyrone in the pokey. They actually was in the same spot at the same damn time. And it's funny how the explanation Apollo gave was the explanation that kind of fit the description. It's like he's telling her but not telling her, and she still didn't get it. I don't think she did because yeah, on that spectrum. I'm not talking about cable either. I could be totally wrong, but I don't think I am. What's next on my notes? Apollo tells. Oh yeah, I got that. So yeah, that was it, child. We're gonna be getting a new episode, and then a reunion is coming up next. But yeah, we gonna be doing big things. And I thanks again for tuning in for this review of Real Housewives season. Ooh, child, what season is this? 14, 16? 14 episodes, 15 and 16. Yeah, that was the end of that. Child, that was good. I can't wait for next week because there's going to be some rumble in the jungle with Sanya and Kenya. I think Kenya is going to really clown Sanya again. Because in a way, Kenya's a little more brighter than Sanya. You know, they're both athletic. They both got those, endorphins and whatnot jumping off adrenaline. So they're always ready to go thump, thump, thump. Not like they gonna fight, but excuse me, they got that spirit in them. That ready, set, go. I'm ready. Stay ready. You ain't got to get ready. That's what this rapper said. Anywho, thanks again for tuning in. And I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know what's up. And let's listen to my outro.